This is going to be your 90-90 pelvic tilt progression. The goal of the exercise is to improve the relationship between how the pelvis and spine move together. When these things start to move well, they start to tend to feel better. So let's walk through it. All you really need is a chair and maybe down the road a yoga mat or some towels to place underneath your back, but we'll get there in a second. So this is a 3-part progression. So we'll talk about step 1, 2, and 3, all building more and more complexity, okay? So here, I'm gonna bend my knees and hips to right angles or 90 degrees. Now it's very important that we keep it here because we're trying to use our hamstrings to help us and not our quad to the front of our legs. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my hands and put them around my pelvis. My thumbs are pointing down. My index fingers are up. So from here, I might lift my shirt up so you can see. All I'm doing is as I do this, I'm keeping some slight pressure of my heels into the chair. And I'm just gonna use my hands to roll my pelvis up. So see how my back arches off the ground, my belly button goes up towards the ceiling, and then I'm just rolling my pelvis back and trying to get my back flat against the floor. So this is just called a pelvic tilt. So you roll forward, back arches off, belly button goes up towards the ceiling, and then I roll myself back. And I can feel my abs kick on here a little bit, that's okay. Shouldn't be too much, just a little bit. You roll forward, you might feel a nice stretch through the belly. Don't want to feel too much back tightness here. And then we roll back, abs kick on a little bit. That's perfect. Now, you can make this harder if you want by incorporating your chest and your chin and a little bit of breathing. So what I'm doing here is as I roll forward, you'll notice back arches, chest comes up the chin, chin comes down the chest. And as I roll backwards, my chest comes down to my pelvis comes to meet my chest, I get really small. So the way I think about this is I'm getting really big, nice proud chest like you're Superman or Superwoman, and then I'm shrinking away because I'm scared of Superman or Superwoman. And I'm just rocking back and forth between these two shapes. Just like that. After that, if you want to add some breathing, that can be super helpful. So you take a deep breath in, arch the back, you'll feel your chest and belly fill up with air, then you exhale, all the air out. You'll start to feel your abs kick on pretty good as your back gets flatter to the ground. That would be excellent. Deep breath in. Find the abs. Inhale, feel the chest and belly, exhale. So that's step number 3. Bonus option number 4, which is really the meat and potatoes of today, is we want to make sure that for people who have a hard time doing this, we put them in a position for success. So now you would take a yoga mat, you're gonna place it underneath the small of your back. So you're here, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna let your low back melt around the yoga mat. So see how when I let that happen, my back starts to arch. Then I'm going to dig my heels in to the chair, scoop my pelvis, roll it up, and then lift my knees up a little bit. And when I do that, I can feel my hamstrings working. And then I'm nice and slow on the way down, just letting my low back arch and melt into the yoga mat. I dig my heels into the table or chair, scoop my pelvis up, and then lift up just a little bit. So this is a nice exercise because it gets your abs to stretch out on the front side when you come down, and then they can tighten as you roll, scoop, and lift on the way back. We'll go a couple more times. So just let things melt, nice, slow, and controlled. Dig the heels in, roll, scoop, lift. Again, nice, slow, and controlled on the way down. Dig the heels in, roll the pelvis back, scoop up, and lift up to get those hamstrings going. That's how it's done.